I like being a foster mom. I don't just love my kids, but I feel like my home is always open to everybody in the neighborhood's kids. And the particular little boy I have, I got him from birth, and so it's been a long time since I've been able to have a child that as a baby, so just that experience has been so fun starting over. He's just so sweet.
In this case, the fact that there are 2 CASAs assigned to 2 children in 2 separate foster families, it's always good to have somebody, kind of give you their perspective, and it's somebody that and we're both parents, and we respect each other as parents and understand each other's values, but we're still very different people. I think the foster families appreciate it because, if one of us isn't available, the other one typically is, and so
Just call each other when he picks up.
Exactly.
As a CASA, I think it's important for people to know that you really have the ability to make a difference in these children's lives. The judicial system entrusts us to be the eyes and ears of the system. We have the ability to gather so much information and give a recommendation to the court system, again, for the best interest of the children, and it's very empowering.
When you go to any of these hearings, that I've gone to, it seems like about every 2 months for the past year, you have people that are constantly checking in on the parents, and there's constant resources for birth parents. And even as a foster parent, I can take classes and continue education, but it's these guys who come in and they speak, and like these 2 children are nonverbal, that can speak to what they see and hear, and that's powerful. And I feel like looking back at the first time I was a foster parent, now knowing what these 2 gals bring to the table and what CASAs bring to the table, like I just feel like there shouldn't be a case without a CASA. These guys show up usually once a week to a visit. There's 2 visits a week. They show up to at least one of those visits. And that's huge, because I think it sounds like it takes everybody at those visits to just kind of catch things.
For the caseworkers, they may have 10 to 15 cases, whereas a CASA has 1 or 2. The caseworkers don't have the dedicated time to put into these children, and that is why being a CASA is so important.
And these CASAs, I think, are just so important because I know that they're going to stick through the end for these children, and whatever that'll be. And I hope we're always in each other's lives for that.
Being a CASA is the most rewarding thing I have ever done close to being a parent.
I think that, like, as being a foster parent, I think there's a lot of fear that can go with it. You hear a lot of people say, I fear to, like, give this child back and lose it. I just think that if that isn't your fear, then you're doing it wrong. So I just think being a foster parent is, I hate even saying foster parent, just being a parent is just the most rewarding job, and it's so important. It's just so important.
Well, I definitely suggest to any of my, peers who are about to become empty nesters and may or may not have some extra time in their schedule, that volunteering as a CASA is a great way to spend any free time and energy that you have. It really doesn't take that much. You don't really know, especially with children, what one small thing that you can do is going to, grow into some big changes for them in the future. It's a great way to have an impact.